Okay, here we go, guys. We're here with another video. Yes, I know, another video of history, you know. I can't help this. This is called school. This isn't called YouTube, but it doesn't matter. Not bashing school, just saying. So, you know, just gotta do what you gotta do. So yes, we're gonna be doing the Battles of WW1. And this is gonna be very fun. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's gonna have memes, it's gonna have everything. Just wait. So, the first major battle, because we're doing major battles of World War I, if I didn't say that already. The first major battle is the first battle of the Marne. And this proved to be a very decisive battle because the British and the French joined together. Germany was about 15 miles away from Paris in 1914. And this proved to be a huge battle. The French and the British pushed back the Germans 45 miles away from Paris. So they saved Paris. They saved France from getting out of the war, or, you know, surrendering and, you know, capitulating, I guess. And this really just helped Germany. Helped Germany, guys. Helped Germany. It helped France and Britain and the Allies and prolong the war. If Germany won this battle, this war would probably be over by 6 months or so, because Germany would have just had to focus on Russia, and Russia was not the Russia that we think of today. So, definitely a huge battle. The Battle of Tannenberg. This was a very important battle because the Russians in 1914 in August were just about getting done mobilizing. So they were still a little bit rusty, I guess, militarily. And this proved to be a wake-up call for them, I guess. The Germans come in Tannenberg, and this was in, like, eastern Russia, like, right between Germany and Russia. So this is, like, on the border. And Russia just got massacred. About 300... No, don't quote me on this. 93,000... Why is the air conditioner coming on? Okay. 93,000 Russian prisoners of war were taken in this battle. So very costly battle for the Russians. And this just proved to be a wake-up call for them. They need to get their crap together. And this really also started the Russian Revolution in just the discontent of the Russian Republic. And this was the end of the Tsars, basically, and the beginning of the USSR, which every American should know why the USSR is a very important topic to talk about. So, huge battle. Battle of Gallipoli. This was just a very huge battle because it involved all the British colonies. So I'm talking about New Zealand, Australia, India, Canada, Britain and France. And this was also one of the longest battles. It lasted 8 months, from 1915 to 1916. And it involved a Ottoman victory. The British tried to invade the Dardanelles, which was just under Istanbul, just to try to get that trade route to Russia. It didn't work, and just a terrible loss for the Allies. And it just proved, it was one of the most humbling losses of World War I, I have to say. It's like Vietnam, I guess, because they just pulled out, you know. So yeah, huge battle, huge learning experience for the British and the French and all those colonies. So yeah, huge battle. Okay, Battle of the Jutland. Very interesting battle because it was the first major naval battle in World War I. That's what everyone says, I know. First major naval battle of World War I, and it started in spring of 1916. It was in May 31st. It started May 31st and ended in June 1st of 1916. And involved the British and the Germans and the North Sea. And both sides declared victory over this battle, so we may never know who won the battle. But I'm pretty sure it was the Germans because they, I guess, retreated. They retreated right. Yeah, you can retreat right. I forgot. Well, you can actually, so. Never know. But yes, it was a very important battle because it saw the first, like, dreadnought ships go against each other. So it was just a very historic battle. And like most of the battles in World War One, this was a beginning for much more violent battles to come. The Battle of Verdun, definitely one of the most, it was the longest battle of World War One. Started in February 21st of 1916 and ended up December 19th, 1916. I cannot imagine fighting on that same place for almost a year. It's just incredible. And it wounded or killed or just misplaced, missing soldiers, 700,000 people. And that's just it's just crazy. Just huge battle, and it proved to be a Allied victory. The French took over the German positions and took about only like 7 miles. So it was just, to me, it was mind-boggling how much fighting just over 7 miles. So just very, 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 very big battle. The Battle of the Somme in 1916. Huge battle. It involved the Allies, the British, and the French. And they were planning this in 1915, December of 1915. And started up July 1st, 1916. And ended up November 18th, 1916. And this proved to be a underestimated of the German organization. And the Allies pushed, and they kept pushing, and the Germans remade up their ground and made up more ground. And it killed over 1 million soldiers for the Allies. And this was just a huge, huge loss. Huge loss for the Allies. So yes, very big battle of World War I. The Battle of Passchendaele. Definitely one of the more, I guess, odd, because it isn't as important, I guess, comparatively to other battles. But still a very big battle. It killed a lot of people and wounded a lot of people. It was well known for its terrible environment. The mud, just a terrible environment. It just really was not a good battle to be fought. It was from the Germans and the British just to take over a village called Passchendaele, of course. Proved to be an Allied victory. Just a very big battle, I guess, for the media. And this was just another Allied victory towards the end of the war. Wait for it, guys. I know y'all are waiting for this one. The whole video, y'all are waiting for this. The Battle of Caporetto. Yes, it is here, guys. I know. It's also is called the 12th Battle of Inzonzo. And this involved the Germans and the Austro-Hungarians versus the Italians. And this proved to be another one of those Italian humbling defeats. I wonder how many they've had in their history. Ethiopia. What was I talking about? Yeah. So yeah, this also involved the dismissal of Admiral Luigi Cardona. And he was replaced by a much worse lieutenant, I forgot. He was just replaced. And it proved to be a decisive decision for Italy in the war. But you have to say this wasn't not expected, because, the Italian military, Italy's such a good country, and then its military, it's just not good. How could such a good country associate with such a bad military? They shouldn't mix. They just shouldn't mix. It's just not
Wait till you see the. No. Top of his head. Look at his lips.
Battle of Cambrai, 1917. Very big battle because it involved the first tanks to be used in World War I by the British. And they used about 472 tanks, and about 324 were fighting vehicles. The others are just supply vehicles. So just very, very big battle, and it proved to be an Allied victory, of course, because the Allies are the best. What are you talking about? And just very big battle. Tanks, of course. This is the first tank warfare ever in a battle. So just huge battle. And just started just a spark for the rest of history. So, big battle. The German spring offensives in the Western Front of 1918. This was probably the last push for Germany You know that battle, the Bulge battle? No. This happened also in World War One, and a lot of people don't understand and don't like recognize that. So the Battle of the Bulge, was the last push in World War One for Germany, I guess on the Western Front. Well, they did the same thing in World War One in 1918. General Ludendorff sent about a million Germans over a 400-mile strip, just pushing the French and the British back. And it proved to be a very huge loss. About 500,000 were killed in this battle. And it was a Axis loss, of course, and it proved to be probably one of the last big battles of World War One, if not the last. So, very decisive battle, very huge battle. World War One.
Oh, crap. There we go, got him, golly.
So that about wraps up everything in this video. So I have to say I was pretty impressed in my performance and my delivery to y'all. So please like, subscribe, if that's down here, I don't know. So yeah, I'm not a history channel. I know it seems like it. I know I might be good at it, but we're not doing it unless it's a SCHOOL. Yeah. Sounded like I almost misspelled school, but no, I didn't. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and that's a wrap.